Hello guys, it's Keisha Willis. I'm back. I am showing you all how to do brows in this tutorial. Brows are so very important and I think that they're often sometimes the forgotten part of the face. They you can do your brows in a couple different ways as far as shaping them. Mine is they need to be done right now. And I'm gonna get close to you all can see. And so it depends on what your preferred method is for getting your eyebrows shaped. You can have them waxed. Um, there's razoring. There's threading. It just depends on your preferred method. I do not recommend that you do your own brows. It costs between $8 to $12 to get your brows done every 2 to 3 weeks. So it's a small investment, but it's such a worthwhile investment. Very few people can do their own brows, including myself. It's very few people can do them correctly. So go ahead, please, and make the investment in yourself and get your brows done. Um, so as far as which way, it just depends on what you like. When I get my brows done, I am so anal. Oh my god, you would never want to be the person that's doing my brows. I've gone to the same girl for years. I will walk around looking like Wolverine before I let anybody else touch my brows. I used to have this picture, this CD of Shantae Moore. Oh my god, her brows were like everything. She had like this high arch, and I mean, she was just gorgeous. And I would take that broken CD. I only had like this much of the CD, and it was just enough of her face, enough for you to see that brow that was serving it. So I would take that brow and I would go to the place and be like, I want my brows like this. And I would put that brow like right on my stomach so they could see that picture the whole time. I do not play with my brows. They are very, very, very important. So, like I said, I usually just tell them to just clean up the bottom. I like a high arch. Don't really do much to the top because I like my eyebrows thicker. I have thick eyebrows so I can play with my shape a little bit more. I know a lot of people don't have thick eyebrows, and that's okay because you have the right eyebrows for you. And we're going to teach you how to just, I'm going to teach you how to just enhance that so that it can look great for just you. When you pluck your own eyebrows, let me tell you what makeup artists say about you people who pluck your own eyebrows and do not know what you're doing. Um, a lot of times you just keep this head and then it goes all skinny. We call those sperm eyebrows. You do not want sperm eyebrows. That is not hot. Also, when you try to pluck your own eyebrows, you look surprised. That please just go ahead and go get your eyebrows done. Okay, enough about that. I think I've gotten my point across. Okay, so what we're using today is we're using a pencil. This is just, a brown pencil. I like it. It's soft. I don't have to work hard to make it um fill in. It's a NYX pencil and it's the color is 820 espresso and it's just NYX. I like it. I like the color. It's a good color. You just need an angled brush. It doesn't have to be MAC. This one, it happens to be MAC, but whatever brush is an angled brush, as long as it has good stiff bristles, then my bristles are kind of coming out. Then that's good. Just an angled brush that goes on an angle. You need a comb and brush for your brows. Again, whatever brand that you like. And then you just need just a little brush, a little flat brush. Again, use the brushes that work best for you. These are all MAC. I'm a makeup artist. You know, I will have higher end things. You can use CVS because I do have some CVS brushes. Trust and believe. Okay. So first we're going to start off with brushing our eyebrows out. Some people have eyebrows that kind of grow like in opposite all kinds of ways. That's okay. You just need to train your eyebrow to grow the way that you want it to grow. And how you do that is you just kind of do this all day. You know, not like every 20 seconds, but you know, throughout the day, a couple times, just kind of push them in place, and that way you'll train your eyebrows to grow the way that you want them to grow. But before you fill them in, you know, just brush them out, because sometimes brows, you know, go different ways. So you just brush them out. And like I said, as you see, I need my eyebrows done. They're looking a little ratchet. We don't like ratchet. Ratchet's not hot. Take my pencil, and I'm just going to go under the bottom. I'm kind of like sketching. You don't want hard lines. Just kind of sketching the bottom, starting from the head, not a lot, softly, just gently sketching. And what you're doing is you're just creating that illusion that my brow is perfect. And again, you're just kind of sketching at the top. Okay, I skipped a step. I'm sorry. You take a pencil, and your brow, the top of your brow should not extend past this point. Just a straight line from, you know, the middle of your nose hole right here. And then kind of go diagonal. This is the highest part of your arch. Your arch shouldn't start here. I mean, this shouldn't be the highest part. This should be the highest part, which means this is the area where it gets the thinnest in your brow, right here. And your eyebrow should not extend past, again, you see that diagonal line? Your eyebrow shouldn't go lower than that. Because if your eyebrow goes lower than that, it just makes you look sleepy, and it just drags your whole, it weighs your eye down. You don't want that. So you can see the difference already in how this brow looks versus how this brow looks. A great makeup artist once said that your eyebrows should look like sisters, not twins. I think a lot of times we obsessed over the eyebrows have to be perfect. They just have to look like they're related. Okay. Now I'm going to do the sketching again at the top, filling in those sparse areas. You know, because right about here, my eyebrow hair has stopped growing, and we all have that problem. You know, you just kind of fill it in. Now I'm going to take espresso, just a brown. There's lots of stencils and things out that you can use for brows. Anastasia has a great one. There are different people. I haven't personally used a stencil, but you use what works great for you. Okay, so now I am taking the shadow. I just used a little bit. I just tap this ever so much. And again, I'm using Espresso by MAC, and I'm tapping this off. I'm sorry, it's Embark. Please forgive me. I can't remember. It's whichever one that doesn't have the red in it. You don't want red because your eyebrows aren't red. Your eyebrows are brown, so you want it to make sure this is true brown, not with a lot of red. Okay. Now they're filled in, but I take my brush again, and I just kind of brush them out a little bit, especially at the head, because your eyebrows should fade. So they shouldn't be really heavy right here, and I think that's where people go wrong. So they should be kind of light because that's how they naturally are. So you just brush them out, and then they should fade again down here. So again, we want to keep them natural looking. So you can see the difference in my eyebrows. You see this one looks nice and perfectly, even though it needs to be done, and this one doesn't. Nice. Not nice. Nice. Not nice. Okay. I was the only child, so please forgive me. I had to entertain myself. So, okay. You do the same on this side, filling it in at the top, at the bottom. I kind of like to go back because, again, you don't want hard lines. You want it soft. Everything is soft and blended. Now, this head, I like mine a little square, not too square, not too square, just a little square. not like hard, heavy. And it shouldn't be like your eyebrows shouldn't double in size. You know, you work with what you have. I'm sorry, my thing went out. Okay, so you just, again, that espresso, tapping it off. You don't want it too much, and just kind of, it's like coloring. Rub it in. And get that head. And then you just brush it back up. Okay. Now, I mentioned that I need my eyebrows done, so we're going to cover that. I wear my foundation probably about an NC50, NC55, summertime, somewhere in between those two. So and that's a matte color if you all aren't familiar with that. So for this next step, you just want it a little bit lighter than what you normally go. Please don't go too light. Like probably like the color you would use for your concealer. Don't go too light though. So I'm using an NC45. Again, it doesn't have to be MAC. Use whatever foundation you're going to use. But I use such a small amount. Like it's just a dab. And then I'm not even going to use a lot of this because I'm going to dab it with my flat brush. I'm sorry, I'm using my flat brush. And then I'm going to dab it again because I don't want it really light. So you see, now I'm going to go about 3/4 in on my brow. You don't want to put this foundation under this part. It doesn't go there. It only goes about 3/4 in. I put a little bit on and then I blend it out with my finger. I've done this a couple times, so this probably looks lighter than what it normally would look, but you just want it a little lighter. Now you see how it just really accentuates my arch. See the difference in the two? That little trick just helps out a lot. You also you would go darker, you closer to your complexion. Maybe just like one up if you want to go like at the top. I warn against that because you got to blend it right, and if you don't, it doesn't look right. Okay, so just a little bit again, and then just blend it out. Just with your finger. Oh, also guys, let me tell you this. When I do my brows, my pinky ring rests on my cheek. This helps me keep my pencil steady so I can sketch as much as I want. Because if you go like this, your hands, you're not going to be as steady. So this helps you keep your pencil steady. Just want to give you guys that trick. So these are my eyebrows. They look a lot better. If you guys can see them. And I hope this video was helpful to you guys. So go off, make me proud. Do your eyebrows right, please. Do it for me, please. I hate to see bad eyebrows. Thank you. Bye.